RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Yeah. What's good, Joe? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, the Living Representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? Shuttleworth the God, the GOAT artist, Soul Wars, LB, Lauderdale Boss. You know what time it is? RingGangRadio.com in the building.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What up, y'all? You already know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Boxer in the building. Ring Gang Radio, let's get it.
Hey, Bodega P, straight from the sewer, as always, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he doing this thing, man, finding the foot and whatnot. Always try to keep the city safe for us. So yeah, man. So yes, I mean, boxing is still on hiatus.
The coronavirus keeping the street safe, nigga.
For now.
For now.
Oh man, but yeah, yes, boxing is still on hiatus. We still waiting for the world to correct itself and reboot, doing what it's doing. But doesn't mean that we still can't talk about some other shit. Mainly, of course, movies and music. Because, like I said, I mean, basically, we do talk about whatever comes to mind and whatnot. And as always, that shit doesn't stop. We've been doing it, since day one. We talk about other things outside of boxing, and then that will always continue.
Because we always have infinite content.
Yes, content creators. We do. We don't rely on any other person, or people to create our content. It's strictly
support itself. As you can see, we still here in the building, still with the podcast, still pumping out content. So, just remember that.
Always, man, always. And then, pretty much what we're gonna talk about. We have a music review, and then we have a movie review for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, our movie reviews are, we get a lot of feedback for them, get a lot of views. Especially, because when we talk about the strictly action and martial art movies, type of that nature, and we found we get a lot of feedback from that, and we'll get into that a little later. But the music, yes, it's always about the music. We're about to talk about, review the latest solo offering from Jadakiss, the album titled Ignatius. Well, before we get into the album, Jadakiss, as you know, he's part of the collective trio known as the Locks.
D-Block,
yes, for anyone who's not familiar with Jadakiss or his history, whatever. Jada, Styles P, Chic Luch, they released a couple of albums in the 90s, or one album in the 90s, and then one at the turn of the century, I'm assuming. Pretty much, they've had classic songs. I
think they released an album in each decade.
Yeah. After the second one, I kind of that
that Trinity one. They had that Trinity one, which was actually pretty dope when you listen to the whole, all the songs at one time, at that joint with Mobb Deep.
Honestly, I thought that shit was trash.
Oh, word, damn.
I fucks with the Locks heavy, but
that whole album was
honestly, I fucks with the Locks heavy, but if they never dropped another album after We Are the Streets, I wouldn't shed a tear.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can feel you on that. I felt the last album, that Trinity shit, they was spitting on that, but I think it's just that they take so long to drop group projects that
but I think that the Trinity was
kind of just forget about them a little bit. They could never completely restore the feeling once they do.
The thing with the Trinity, those were EPs though. I'm talking about the one that was. I didn't like that one, but the one their actual third group album, the one that they dropped with Rock Nation, I forgot what the shit was called. That shit was garbage.
Oh, the Rock Nation one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was like, that was lukewarm weed plate.
Oh,
type.
Filthy America.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
It was mid. I'll say it was mid. Yeah. It wasn't trash to me, but it was mid.
The Trinity shit was better than that. Like, because the thing is, what I did was
that was the EP.
I downloaded all three, like, and then when you run them together, it's like an actual album type shit. And the EPs had like damn 8 or 9 songs, so it's like, come on, man. Like, I think that's like the last great collection of the work from the Locks that you'll get.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say. I mean, like I said, I didn't like the Trinity. I didn't really like it all that much. But
better than that Filthy America.
It was way better than that Filthy America is Beautiful. That shit was trash. You know, I was insulted. I actually listened to that one.
I guess. I mean, and their D Block albums aren't anything to write home about either. Just mainly because everybody outside of the Locks is mad generic and nobody gives a shit about them except for J Hood.
J Hood. Well, J Hood was generic too. You know.
J Hood was nice when he first came out.
J Hood was nice. J Hood was nice. Sure. Like he stood out. Like we're not gonna call him. Like he's not like the other ones that came after.
It's like he never got his chance to drop, and it's like his time kind of passed, and he never.
Well, because he got into a feud with the Locks. That's the reason why.
But his time was after that though. Like his time was before that though.
Yeah, no, yeah, he fumbled it even before he beefed with them.
Mm.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened, but he never dropped when he was supposed to.
Yeah. He basically ended up being the worst version. Like I don't even. Nah, I can't even compare. I was gonna say he was like D Block's Dragon, but Dragon was way nicer and way more successful. So I can't even call him that.
Dragon
was more successful, but I don't know if he was nicer than J Hood.
Yeah,
like
prime
J Hood, man. I don't know.
I think Dragon was nicer. I think Dragon was
nice.
I don't know. Like I might say equal on that. Like
Dragon spits these bars, nigga. What? Nigga, that's a high school fucking classic.
Dragon was way more versatile than J Hood, and he could do a lot more than J Hood. To me,
because he had his chance to really drop and make albums, though. Like, I'm not saying like as far as we talking about a better artist and everything. Yeah, Dragon ended up being a better artist. He was more successful, had a bigger career. Even though in the big scheme of things, I know a lot of people won't even say his career was all that, but
his
career is still considered a disappointment.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but even then, like as far as like spitting, I don't know, man. Like that prom J Hood on them Clue tapes and shit. Like, man,
I don't know.
I was fucking spitting. Like, but Dragon had his verses too, though. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, with J Hood, though, I can remember I had some of his early mixtapes, for J Hood, but I think J Hood never got to the point of actually making good songs. He can spit, but he never got to the point of actually making.
I heard this little EP that he had. I think it was a 10-song joint. Like it was decent. It wasn't nothing to where like a real album from dude, like a real. Yeah. Like mixtape songs by himself and shit, or maybe one person from the Locks, or Sheik on the hook.
Yeah. Jay pretty much he fell to the wayside. Like, right now, I don't even know if he's even still doing music. And if he is, I don't think I'm listening to. I would listen to that shit.
The last thing I heard from J Hood was a collab album with Yuck Mouth, which was surprisingly dope.
And I'm pretty sure Yuck Mouth washed him all over that shit.
Yuck Mouth is nice, first of all, but yeah.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm not dissing Yuck Mouth because I fucks with Yuck Mouth, but I remember Yuck Mouth just basically washing the shit out of him that whole album.
He did, like, for the most part. J Hood didn't sound trash, but he didn't sound like he wasn't prime J Hood. Like, he didn't sound like. If you would have got the Yuck Mouth from now and brought the prime J Hood, I think you would have had like some crazy shit.
I mean, Prime.
He had
Yuck Mouth would probably watch Prime J Hood. Yuck Mouth was nice.
Yeah, he would, but it's like it wouldn't be so fucking obvious. Like, but this is the thing. But this J Hood wasn't sounding whack or trash or nothing. He was just sounding real average, and then Yuck Mouth was just terrorizing the beats and shit. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. J Hood is from that lost generation of mixtape rappers that never made that never bubbled to the mainstream for whatever different reasons.
Yeah.
And actually, that could probably be a future podcast because there's a lot of mixtape rappers from back, especially in the 2000s, bruh. You know,
Graph, Ali Vegas. I could go on and on.
Billy Bathgate.
Yeah, Billy Bathgate. Yeah. Trust me, that would be
or Icarus.
Oh shit! I forgot about Icarus.
You know, yeah, especially all them damn Jay-Z clones that used to be out there. You know, the nigga that was on that fucking Angie Martinez joint. Fucking, what the fuck was that nigga's name, man?
NOE.
Car Keys. Yeah, that was the jam though, right? Yeah, I know so. I know Sicario.
Yeah, that's
Sicario.
Sicario. Yeah. Every 16 bars.
Yeah, like I said, though, he
was spitting though. Like, fuck that. That nigga was spitting.
No, he was spitting, but he was doing his best Jay-Z impersonation halfway through.
Yeah.
It was on that Jay-Z impersonating shit too.
Yeah, that shit was annoying.
In that period. But yeah, like, you know, that would definitely be a future podcast because you know, there was a lot of niggas that I used to listen to that just never made it for whatever reason. Yeah, we'll definitely get it.
He said we go make it. So I mean, I guess he just meant the Locks. So yeah,
pretty much. Now the Locks themselves, like I said, the group albums. Personally, I know this is like controversial to most people, but I never thought any of the Locks albums, the first two, were classic. They were good at best, but I
don't know. The We Are the Streets is like a hood classic. Like that was, it might be a regional classic to some people.
Although Money, Power, Respect, the highs were very high, but it was too inconsistent. The lows were pretty bad.
I honestly, I think that one they dropped with Bad Boy was better than the one with the Rough Riders.
Hell no, no one's gonna say.
Wait, hold up. You think that Money, Power, Respect was better than We Are the Streets?
It's controversial, but yes, I do.
I don't agree. I don't agree simply because We Are the Streets was way more consistent, whereas fucking
it was like the album we finally got from them that we wanted from them. And the truth be told, it was the rare Locks project that lived up to expectations.
But here's my thing, and the reason why I'm not a fan of the We Are the Streets album all that much is because I can't stand Swiss Beats production. That's my thing. I can't.
He has some bangers.
No, but I will say his production aged terribly. It's hard to listen to half of his production now. Back then it was cool, but now it's just terrible.
I don't know. I still fuck with this shit. Like I still listen to it as like a classic. Like some of it sound cheesy though, but the true bangers really sound dope.
I mean, to me, when Timbaland has the best beat on it with Ride or Die, bitch, and with beats with Primo on there and shit like that, something went wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, that's why I was like,
nah, Ride or Die wasn't the best beat on the album. Maybe top 5.
Nah, Wild Out was a better beat than fucking Ride or Die, but nah.
Even we're gonna RUFFYRD Revolver Semi or that one was a better to beat than Ryder. That shit, Fuck You was a better beat. Come on, man. Like nah. You know the streets have bangers.
Ryder.
The times I listened to that damn album. Nah. I can't.
Now I think about it. Ryder Die was probably the weakest joint on the fucking album.
Fuck no, it wasn't. Are you serious?
Ryder Die. Ride or Die was a banger. Nah, that shit.
No, but and it was still dope, but it was still to me
compared to some of the best tracks, it wasn't up there. But damn, you gotta remember, you You got Rico Suave, the Nigerian version over here. So,
bro,
yeah, with the damn offbeat,
I
you know,
fucking primo beat.
different ass tracks on the albums. Like he always do. Like every time we have a review about some album, like Pat be liking the damn rare songs that nobody fucking think twice about.
Yeah, no, nah. Ride or Die, bitch. That's a joint. That ain't that rare joint, bro.
Nah, it's dope. I fucks with it. I love the song. It's a classic.
That ain't one of them joints, bro.
But I'm not gonna. But you can't compare it to like the real bangers on the album though. Like Felony Niggas. Come on. Y'all fucked up now. Like, nah, come on, bro. Nah.
See, niggas ain't gonna let me live with that shit. I mean, you know,
shit. Fuck that. We gonna get into the Jadakiss album now. I know, like, to me, the album sounds like the album Pat would love from a rap nigga.
See, now what do you mean by that? I mean, because I have not shared my actual thoughts on the Jadakiss album anywhere publicly. So why would you?
Let's get it. Let's get to it then. Like, basically, it's a grown-up, mature, commercial, semi-commercial, but like a neo soul vibe, like Jadakiss album.
Yeah,
like, he's kind of been doing that his whole career though. Like this kind of isn't new. Like. Oh no!
Nah, not like this time. This time it's like this nigga goes like
he just
before he was putting his foot in the door.
Nah,
this time it's like he walked down the hallway. He just doubled down on the R&B soul. He's done that before, but he's had the grown man tracks, where he's spitting over R&B soul beats. Now he just doubled down. But that's not his strength though, man. Like that's the thing. Like a nigga like AZ, that's his strength. He could do that shit way better. A guy like Jadakiss, because you want to hear bars and bangers, man. And yeah, you could give us a little smooth joints too, but no one's trying to hear a whole album of Jadakiss getting his damn Love Jones on or his. His.
It also doesn't help that he picked some of the worst samples. Honestly, that fucking Me song, I hate that fucking sample on Me.
Nah. Fuck
but that. I fucks with Me though. Like I actually fucks with Me. Like that was one of the better songs.
No, I fucks with the song, but that sample is terrible. That sample, I don't like the way he flipped that.
Well, because it's like, I mean, I can see because I mean, for those who don't know, that's a Peebo, that's a Peebo sample right there, you know, and it's sped up because it sounds like a female. I was like, wait a minute, I know he didn't have no female singing that.
Peebo Bryson, that legend.
Yeah, I was gonna say
one of the best voices of all time.
Yeah.
No, and I fucks with Peebo Bryson, but I just felt like that was just the way he flipped it. It wasn't it to me.
It was different, like.
It was different, but it worked. I mean, honestly,
it worked, yeah.
Yeah, it worked on that joint. But I mean, my thing with that, and firstly, like I said, I've never been a big fan of Jada Souls because one of the big things with Jada Souls is there's no direction. Like I always say, Jada needed like an A&R or like executive, like producer, something like that.
Try to please everybody, but you don't know how to bring it all together.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I mean, I used to get annoyed when I hear like a dope boom bap trap, and then afterwards hear some trap shit, some generic trap shit where he's not where he doesn't sound right doing that shit, and then I hear the R&B, like he has the R&B joint, and then the fake Constance joint. You know, it used to be a whole smorgasbord
because
it's like he had a template.
because he's like Fab in a way. Fab is like that too. He tries to like, okay, well, I got something for everybody. I got something for the streets. I got something for the females. Something for the club. Like when you try to appeal to everybody,
Fab does it better though. Like
Fab can actually
make better commercial joints, and he can make the better R&B tracks. Like Jadakiss, like if you play to your strength, Jadakiss, he'll make a dope wide type of song every now and then. Yeah. But his best tracks are like "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See," "We Gonna Make It."
Yeah, we gonna
even "Knock Yourself Out" was just some cut and dry, basic, flowing over a hot beat type shit.
But yeah, it's just mostly. I think. I mean, I don't know whether someone just tells him to make these joints, or he just like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to appeal to what's hot right now. And like I said, it's never working. That's why I've never really enjoyed his solo albums at all.
I think The Last Kiss, I think, was his best album to me. Like, it was the one where he finally kind of put everything together, where like the pros really outweighed the cons. That's how I really grade albums, like, because a lot of times a lot of shit will just be average if your 5 best tracks are overwhelmingly better than your 5 worst tracks, if you even have 5 bad tracks.
Yeah, but
you're talking about top 5 dead or alive. Oh no. Is that the one? I'm trying to think.
Nah, like album. The Last Kiss.
Yeah, By My Side. That one had By My Side. Yeah, By My Side worked. But the thing is, like, that the one thing that I also can't stand for someone who I think is above average lyrically is that album had too many guests on there, like way too many guests.
Jadakiss albums always do that shit though. Like,
I mean, Push did his shit, so Pusha T did his shit on this. That was one of the best verses on the fucking album.
Nah, that 2 Chainz murked his fucking feature.
That shit was dope too. Like, when if your features come with it, if your feature verses, if their guests come with it, I got no problem with it.
Yeah, it's even the Rick Ross feature was nice too.
Yeah, but it's like Rick Ross, to me, that was like an average verse from Rick Ross. But I felt like Pusha T and 2 Chainz, they really like dipped in their bag.
Yeah, Hunt Season. Hunt Season to me were the best songs on that album, and Pearly Gates.
That Rick Ross joint was okay, but I don't like it personally. I didn't like it personally because personally I can't stand Imani, the singer, because he's always been a fake Neo to me.
I mean, so to get back to what I originally said, that's kind of why I felt like this would be an album, made for Pat, even though he might not even end up liking it like that.
Yeah, and what he said, I mean, I will say this though, this is the first Jadakiss album that musically, like, you can tell that there was an improvement with how it sounds musically. Like before, like the other albums, even like the other albums were like it was all over the place. This one actually had a musical tone. Like it was very from beginning to end. And then I was like, okay, at least that improved. Yeah, there was a lot of R&B.
He finally decided on a direction, but to me, it was like the wrong direction.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. For a long time, Jadakiss fans, obviously, they want the straight spitting, and I can.
That's what I'm saying. That's why on The Last Kiss, I felt like he did it better. Like,
yeah, but I think it's just. I mean, it might be the direction of how he wanted to. I mean, dude is what? He's in his 40s now. I think that's why. I think he's just like, you know what? Because in this generation,
he's 45.
Wow, he is 45. God damn.
Damn, you don't even look it.
No, you don't. Black doesn't crack. But yeah, I think he's probably just he explored like a lane just to see where he can actually go with it. Because like I said, I mean, truth be told, I mean, if he put out an album with just straight spitting on there, will it sell? You know what I'm saying? In this climate,
I mean, Griselda has no problem with it. I mean, come on, like, this is the thing. It's like I said, playing to your strengths. Like, it's a way how you do it, man. Like, no one's saying that Jadakiss got to straight drop a straight up boom bap album, with primo beats and shit, but get the production that brings out the best in him.
Like the James Priest beats, PK,
yeah, like, what I mean? Like, yeah, I think Pete Rock would even, lace dude with some bangers. Like,
yeah, hell, I mean, if you want to get a primo shit on there too, you might as well. But yeah, I mean, in this album, at least he had a Buck Wild beat of all people. I mean, I was like, Buck Wild.
I mean, that's the thing. The production wasn't bad. It just wasn't.
He went on a different. Like,
it was great, and it's like it's too many songs sound the same, like, and they just don't stand out like that. Like,
but
the album was cool.
But I will say though, this album, it's an easy listen. It's a lot easier than to get to. Like, it's not like all over the place. It's a very easy listen. You You know, you can because I mean I was listening to it on a trip to.
I'd rather a good listen than a easy listen. Like music ain't supposed to be fucking like easy. Like nigga, are we listening to them? The beach, you know, waves crashing on the shore type shit. Like, nah, this hip hop, nigga. What the fuck?
And I see that part because you know me. I mean, I like my bars or whatever too. So I mean, but I'm talking about in terms of, and I'm just in contrast to other Jadakiss albums. Is like this was just easier to listen to because it wasn't just all over the place. I mean, it was.
He ain't give you no bangers. He just said, you know what? I know, nigga, I made a whole career making some hard street bangers with some bars. But you know what? This time, nah, I'm good. And it's like, okay, like, with that said, you know, we still got to judge you on that. That's like, let me see. That's like a prime fucking Wade playing a basketball game and he's not injured or anything, but he decides, well, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking take it to the basket. I'm not saying he can't score 25 points, you know, get a double-double, make a nice game of it and possibly win. I'm just saying,
no, I mean,
why limit yourself? Or why limit the best aspect of you?
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I mean, it's always like, you know, you don't want the rappers to deviate from what their strengths are. I mean, I can see that because what you're talking about is the same thing I used to have with Common albums. Like where Common used to go also left field. That sometimes like you get shit like Electric Circus, which I can't listen to this day.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah, that's a great example of that.
Yeah,
perfect example. Really.
Like I'm like, give me Resurrection or One Day All Makes Sense. Don't have to go and start. You don't have to
like Water for Chocolate. Like
I was just gonna say like Water for Chocolate.
You know, but
you know, you could draw like a balance, and then you could use little different aspects that you could grow or take it a little further, experiment. But you don't have a whole album like that or a whole direction, and it's like you don't showcase the best parts of yourself, like.
Right, and just so Common did bring that shit all the way back after he was like, nah, niggas weren't feeling that. You know, he released B, which was a hell of a comeback, and you know, and he went from there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I think Ignatius is Jadakiss's Electric Circus. That's how.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because I know.
Because honestly, like even the bars ain't even memorable like that. Like I feel like his features outshined him.
Yeah. I mean, it's a like you said before, it's a mood piece. It's not exciting. It's just an easy listen, and that's what I'm just saying. Like, I don't even know if you call it, if he's like chasing a hit on there or whatever, or maybe he's hoping that.
Nah, chasing a hit was that damn Fat Joe Remy Ma album.
Yeah,
that was chasing a hit. Like that should have been better. Like it had some bangers, but it's like you felt like these niggas was trying to recreate their best songs over and over. Like Jadakiss give you a little more depth than that, and you know, bars a little more personal, you know, a little more introspective and reflective and all that other good scientific shit y'all niggas like in bars, whatever the fuck. So he gives you some of that, but it get corny with the R&B songs. And
yo, he was singing his hooks on some of them joints too.
Like, yo, when you know, I don't want to bump into Jadakiss and I mean bump Jadakiss in the whip, and you know, that's what's coming out. Like, and it, like I said, play to your strength. Like Cameron earlier this year released one of his best albums in years because he took it back to his strengths. I mean, with that Purple Haze too.
Well, I you know,
I know you're not a Cam fan, but anybody who fuck with Cam, you know that was like his best album, like one of his best releases in damn years. So
definitely his best since Public Enemies.
Yeah, that was like how long ago? And Public Enemies classic to me.
But I can't even. I mean, the last Cam album I enjoyed was SDE. I mean, after that, just
fuck out of here.
It's the truth.
You missed out on a lot of damn heat, man, bro. You missed out on the whole.
No, I did.
Come home to me, come home with me, Dipset, all of it. Like, nigga.
No, bro. Like the people I used to rhyme with back in those days were Dipset fans. I used to listen to beat CDs all the time because they wanted me to like rhyme over them with them. I have those joints somewhere in my CD cases, like me rhyming over Dipset beats because I've heard them all.
I don't want to even hear that. Nah.
You know, it's like I've heard them all. I hung out with Dipset fans, so I didn't miss anything. I just couldn't stand Dipset.
I mean, Cam still dropped a better album than Jadakiss, and Jadakiss is looked at as, you know, most people look at him as a superior artist, or at least lyrically.
Yeah, I mean, Jadakiss is forever being mentioned. Like whenever say, you know, top 10 rappers or whatever, I mean, you know, dude's name is always mentioned. Now that's debatable in my case, but he's, you know, he's
not no top 10.
Only for 16 bars though. Like if we're talking about like who could give you like the best, like who could consistently give you a dope random 16 bars, Jada could be mentioned, but like that's his peak though. Like that's it. Like
yeah, like,
I feel like Sheik had the like even when the solo albums were coming out, like I felt like Sheik had the type of album niggas expect the Jadakiss to have.
Yes, finally.
Like, to me, he had the best. He had the best solo album. Like it was the perfect length, the great production, wasn't overdone, not too many features, just a real fucking street album. But
and it flowed too, like
done, done in a nice, professional, like almost mainstream way. Like, and that was an easy listen. Like,
my favorite,
right?
Personally, my favorite solo album from any of the Lox members is A Gangster and a Gentleman, Styles P.
Oh my God, Styles P
is dope, but that Walk With Me is better. Like to me, like that's just a classic. Even the freestyles and Sheik mixtapes coming up to that album are classic. Like that nigga, my boots too muddy for pretty boys. My life is fucked up. I hate whack niggas who lucked up. Like that nigga was going in on them Clue tapes, man. Like.
See, things I can't listen to no damn Styles P for a whole album. Like, bro,
I can.
I
like the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, you got a problem with every nigga from the Lox.
No, did you not hear me agree with you about Sheik? I said Sheik has the best solos. We just, you know, no one really talked about him, but Sheik got the best solos. I agree with you right there. Like Styles P,
I feel like he was the best one. Like shit, like the most well-rounded, and he always end up with the best well-rounded projects for the most part, like early on and shit.
You still talk about Sheik, right? Not Styles.
Yeah, Sheik. Yeah, like Styles for some reason had the biggest songs. You know, like he had dope albums as well, but I feel like sometimes they be a little all over the place, or they'll be too long. Like Styles want to give you so much fucking music, where Sheik kind of like you know what? I'm gonna just give y'all niggas like 14 bangers. Fact.
Yeah, and then go about the
Jadakiss and Styles were like giving you damn No Limit albums. They like the Migos now. Like when the Migos last album had like 24 songs, I'm like, bruh, like,
yo, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That culture too.
Like A Gangster and a Gentleman had like 25, 26 tracks on that shit, bro. I'm just like, why so much fucking music? And
a lot of it was dope, but I just was like, it was overwhelming, man. And it's like, come on.
See, the thing, and I mean, yes, things I can't. I mean, to hear that type of flow over and over for that long, I can't do with this type of flow. You know, I just like shorten the album and we good. But all his albums, like I said, they're long as fuck.
I can feel you on that. I feel where Pete or Pat coming from with how Styles has that one type of flow where I don't know. It's not as dynamic as Jada and Sheik. So
right.
Like Styles' production and his subject matter gotta really, really be dope for you to get into him. But fortunately, his production and his subject matter and his flowing be on point. So I think his solo albums are like you mostly see like Styles' best work comes in his solo albums, Whereas I think when you go to the Locks albums, Jada and Sheik to me always come off nicer.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I agree with that completely.
And then but Sheik somehow could balance the wittiness and bars that Jadakiss has, but with the street and the hard shit that style has, and he knows how to put them both together and make a consistent album, and even have his own type of his style, which is that whole comical, over the top gangster shit. But it's like you wouldn't say, nah, nigga, you reaching. You would be like, nah, yeah, that nigga, I'd seen Sheik with the Predator gun the other day. What are you talking about? So it's like I don't know. He's like probably the most complete version of the Locks. Like, that's why I always say he my favorite one out of them niggas. Like, and all of them dope. I fucks with them heavy. Like,
I mean, for me, like I said, Sheik. I mean, I listen like Sheik. If a Sheik drops like a mixtape or album, I'll listen to that shit like quick because, like I said, dude knows how to make. He knows how to make an album.
yeah.
I don't understand it, how he has that. I mean, of all people, but he does. He knows how to make an album, and I wish someone that
he could give you different vocal inflections. Like, he doesn't spit the same on each track like a lot of the time Jadakiss Styles do.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, because Jadakiss has a one-dimensional flow, and he can flow over certain type of beats, but the thing is, like I said, Jadakiss doesn't pick those beats all the time.
Bro, I would love to pick some beats for Jadakiss, nigga. Like, dog, I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if I pick the beats for Jadakiss, he would have a classic album. I'll tell you that off rip, like. Real, like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna send this nigga 10 beats. Like, if you rap to each one, like, no one can say the album is less than an 8.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he had an executive producer or whoever, have Sheik be his executive producer. That actually, like, they say, okay, this is the type of producer you need to rhyme over. Like,
that might end up being a damn Locks album after that, because then Jada might need some reference tracks.
Oh man, yeah, man. But like I said, I mean, that's why. I mean, because that's where Sheik. Like, I remember they had that Wu Block album he did with Ghostface, and I thought
that shit was fire. That
shit was fire as fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, Sheik had like. That's what I say. It
was better than the Freddie and Jason tape that Fab and Jadakiss had.
Facts, yeah. That facts, pure facts.
And that had some bangers, but it was a little underwhelming. Like I thought we would get like some fire, like, but instead we got like the Firm 2.0 or some shit.
Yeah, and no real chemistry either.
Yeah, like I felt like the D Block Dipset collabs had more chemistry. Fucking Jim Jones and Jadakiss and all them niggas, and the Hell Rel and hell yeah, fuck that hardest nigga out, that Styles P and Hell Rel song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely them niggas have more chemistry.
Yeah, so I mean, Jada, I mean, at 45 years old, I mean, it's like, do we just expect? I think the period we expect Jadakiss to release a classic is over. So I mean, I can see him probably releasing more. If he releases more albums like Ignatius as it is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, cause I just feel like right now Jadakiss he's probably satisfied with his place in the game right now and what he actually is. I mean, like I said, I mean, to me, at least this album was an improvement over some of the stuff that I've listened to from Jadakiss in the past. But I just don't think Jadakiss has it in him to really push it to another level anymore. That's just me, though. What do you think, LB?
I feel you.
So I mean, so what were your at least give your 3 favorite tracks on the album?
Let me see. The joint with what's that joint? Angels Getting Pedicured with 2 Chainz.
Right.
Hunting Season was dope. I low-key kind of fucks with Government Cheese, but I probably say Me was my 3rd best song. So You know, fucked with Pearly Gates as well.
Right.
Keep It 100 was alright, but I feel like Jadakiss try to make the same songs over and shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, he did have like I think the same producer on like at least like on 8 of the damn tracks on the albums, you know. So
yeah, like, but yeah, those my top 3. Hunting Season, Angels Getting Pedicured, and me. Honorable mention is Government Cheese.
Right. Yeah, Government Cheese was underrated because, like I said, you know, it's good to hear a Buck Wild beat in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but my top 3, I mean, me was the first song that I ran it back when I first heard it because, like I said, that Peebo sample got me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then how to get P though.
you know, but P's a '90s baby. He just don't know about no Peebo. You know that. So I mean, you have to forgive him.
Aladdin, like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Peebo's a goddamn legend. You know what I mean? You know, but that's all right though. We'll learn some. And then there's Hunting Season.
New world.
Word.
Maybe that'll show him.
Yeah, Hunting Season, and then Pearly Gates. You know, those were my top 3 on there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I mean,
a lot of people's top 3 are gonna be in there. This is the first time you had like a top 3 where niggas was like, okay, yeah, I fucks with that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Jadakiss could even make you pick the weird songs. Like, wow. Yeah, that's a first.
Yeah, I know. There's a first for everything. So I mean, if I had to give this album a rating out of 10, I mean, I think it's a solid 7 as it is. Like I said, I mean, yeah, musically it was an improvement, but yeah, some of the songs on there, like, I mean, there's a lot of the, you know, Jadakiss singing on his own hooks and shit like that. Yeah, no. And then also too, I just think, you know, this had to, I mean, basically, if it was a little bit more diversified, I mean, like I said, it was an easy listen, as I keep saying, but it could have been done a little better. But yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, it was a good album, but it's not great. It's nothing special.
I don't know. Like me, I give it a 6. Like, apart from like a handful of songs, I'm not gonna revisit this months down the road. Like, it just, you know, it's not one of those albums that's gonna just, you know, you're gonna digest it like that and it's gonna stick with you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I could definitely see that too. It's not. I mean, I'll pretty sure I'll run back me, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, I mean, I might want to hear 2 Chainz spaz out again on Angels Getting Pedicured, but other than that, I'm not gonna really be like, oh yeah, let me go back to this Jadakiss.
Yeah, no, I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, unless of course, you know, I mean, another one, unless he actually has another a song on there that actually blows up all of a sudden, and you're like, oh, yeah, we gotta listen to the song again.
yeah, like for real. Hold on, let me bring y'all back. You know, my album had some bangers on there. Y'all may not like the whole thing, but it had some bangers. Like, and one of those things happened, but yeah, I just don't see it. Like, Jadakiss needs, like, I felt like he needs someone to really get him a hotter direction, you know, musically, and bring out the best in him. Like, I felt like if you had like his 4 best songs from all his albums, he'd have a classic album.
Right.
But I don't know, for some reason, some artists can't give you those 4 best songs in one, you know, and can't multiply that and put that all on one project.
Right, exactly.
And that, to me, that's what Jadakiss has kind of done. Like, give you know, 4 or 5 real good bangers, and then it's like, after that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would just be Jadakiss's curse. That's pretty much gonna be his solo album legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's forever gonna be someone who can spit bars and who can make certain type of songs, but you can't make a complete album. It's unfortunate, but he's not the only one, but I think he's just he's for the level of
he's the best one with the biggest expectations.
Yeah, like they claim that he has. Then yeah, I mean that's the that's where it's highlighted. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like if Jadakiss made a real New York album, that could probably happen. But
right,
his style is, his voice, like his bars are too versatile, so he'll end up with beats from all over the place, and the direction, unless it's perfectly picked, like curated, it'll probably end up being like the first album. So it gotta be tricky, if you're trying to have different sounds, they gotta be the best sounds.
Right.
If you're gonna have an R&B type of beat, you gotta have the best R&B type of beat. if you're gonna put on a boom bap song, you gotta be the best boom bap song. Then if you're gonna have it flow into a trap song, it gotta be a hard, like one of the best trap songs.
Exactly.
And that's how it all works. You can't say, all right, you put on the best R&B song, then you got a generic trap song, and then you have a above average boom bap song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because one of those is gonna stick with you, and the rest you're just gonna forget about. So
right.
That's how you really have to make albums, or that's how you have to look at trying to make albums where you're versatile and you're making a complete album with a whole different variety of sounds. Like, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like I said, if Jadakiss eventually does achieve that goal, great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just think right now, for his legacy in the game as it is, he's been in the game since like the mid '90s. So
yeah, he got nothing to prove. He don't ever have to do it. It'll still be dope shit. Like,
right?
Because we critiquing, like, I speak from experience. Like, shit, like, y'all listen to the GOAT artists and tell me that ain't the most wide selection of fucking beats and production to ever blend together that you fucking heard. Like, like, I'm just being real, like real shit. So it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done.
So Ice Cube did it on his last album. He had like old school samples. He had like trap. He had like some hard boom bap, like regular songs. Like, yeah, so we're not talking about no Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah, but Ice Cube though has always had a better ear. Ice Cube has always had a better ear for his beats and his production than Jadakiss.
Yeah, of course. He a better rapper, but but the thing is, I had to say someone else at that level, because I couldn't just say myself and then niggas listen to this shit and be like, nah, he just plugging himself. Who else is like that? Like, niggas, give another example, this, that. So I had to just be like, hold on. And if y'all just don't know my shit or you ain't gonna fuck with it, here's a legend here, example. So boom, got y'all niggas both ways.
Facts.
so no one can be like, nah, shameless plug, or well, nah, that Cube album, he was, flowing on some different shit and made a complete album off that. So yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much our final thoughts on the album. Like I said, it's worth a listen. But like I said, if you're a long time Jadakiss Lox fan, you're like, oh, yeah, he's chasing a hit again. If you're a newer rap fan, you may actually enjoy it more.
Chasing a hit, more like chasing a genre.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much it. It all depends on
If you wanted a tame version of Jadakiss or a neo soul Jadakiss, then this is your album.
Right.
You're not getting We Are the Streets or Money, Power, Respect. You're not getting Last Kiss. You're not getting none of that shit.
Nah, not at all. You're getting Grown Man Kiss.
I don't know. You're getting Kiss, bruh. Like, I'll say that.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just waiting for P. P had a little technical difficulties. He may or may try to get back on in a little bit. So we'll see, if he does or not. Because like I say, he's in the sewers right now. People, he's doing his thing. Fighting the Foot Clan. Trying to keep the crime down. So yeah. I mean, he may pop back up a little later on in the show or not. But yeah, I mean, like I said, Jadakiss album worth a listen. But like I said, if you're a longtime fan, don't expect anything different from what you heard from his other solos. But
expect some different shit. Trust me. You expect some R&B. Expect some some watered down. Some neo soul type Jadakiss.
Right.
I'm not gonna. I mean, because to me it ain't better than his other albums. So I can't say. I enjoyed his other albums a lot more. That's just me though.
Yeah, and what I did enjoy this, but like I said, it's just it's not as focused as his other. It was his albums aren't as focused. It's just like he still has that little flow of making an album, which is
I personally listened to the J Electronica a few more times than I did this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true in my case.
Maybe because of the production was just a little better.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, because there's no singing over that shit.
But still, the samples, the beats, the vibes, it just puts you in a different mind state.
Yeah, I mean, because that album is like an offshoot from those albums that used to drop in the 90s.
Imagine if you would have gave Jadakiss those beats.
Yeah. Hey, he
would have been rhyming his ass off.
He would have had a Stone Cold classic.
But. So I'm just saying, I know he's capable of it, but it's whatever. Shit.
Yeah, but he has nothing to prove in this game, so I guess we should just, like I said, cherish him. Yeah, I mean, he's doing this for the love. You can cherish, basically, we give him his flowers as it is, while he's still rapping. So that's our review on Jadakiss' album.